This is the Mastercook 3-burner barbecue propane gas grill, and it has become my easiest path to a fast, satisfying cookout without turning my patio into a construction site. It heats quickly, gives me real space to work, and then folds down small enough that I can tuck it away after dinner. I would call this a compact, no-nonsense propane grill built for couples, small families, and anyone who wants backyard food without the headache of a giant outdoor kitchen. If you have a modest patio, a small deck, or just a corner that you want to turn into a cooking station, this hits a sweet spot. It is not trying to be a restaurant rig. It is a straightforward, everyday grill that favors reliability and ease of use over flashy extras. Design-wise, it looks clean and simple, mostly black with stainless steel touches on the control panel, the handle, and the burners. I care about how a grill feels when I am cooking more than how it looks, and this one feels solid enough where it matters. The lid has a reassuring weight to it, so when I drop it down to trap heat, there is no tinny clang. The built-in thermometer sits right in the center of the lid. That placement sounds small, but it makes a difference because I can get a quick read with a glance and avoid opening the lid every few minutes. The side shelves fold out to give me actual prep space for a tray, a cutting board, or a plate of vegetables. Then they fold in, which makes the whole grill slim enough to slide into a tight spot. The frame is light in a good way, and the wheels are sturdy. I roll it across my concrete patio before and after use, and it never feels wobbly or sketchy. Setting it up took some patience. I set aside a weekend morning with coffee and just worked through the diagrams. The instructions do not hold your hand, so I moved slowly, double-checked the orientation of the panels, and it came together without any real drama. If you are comfortable with a screwdriver and you allow yourself a little time, you will be fine. Hooking up the propane tank is simple, and the half-circle wire that cradles the tank is more secure than I expected. Once the tank is on, the piezoelectric ignition system is a push and turn motion. I press and turn to light the middle burner, then do the same for the side burners. No fumbling with matches, no separate lighter, just a couple of clicks and a steady flame. For a weeknight dinner after a long day, that convenience matters more to me than fancy extras. In actual use, heat-up time has been fast and consistent. The 3 burners together are rated at around 30,000 British thermal units per hour, and what that translates to in real life is this. I go from cold to a reliable cooking temperature in under 10 minutes. If I want a hard sear on burgers or chicken, I can get there. If I want a gentler heat for vegetables or fish, I can dial it down. The heat spreads evenly across the cooking surface. I have not run into odd cold corners or hot strips that burn a row of food. The main grate gives me a little under 350 square inches of space to actually cook on, and there is a warming rack that adds a little more than 130 square inches. In plain terms, I have fit burgers, hot dogs, chicken thighs, and a couple ears of corn at the same time without stacking food on top of itself. The porcelain-coated wire grates have been easy to clean. After the grill cools down a bit, I take a standard grill brush and the residue lifts off without a fight. For core performance, I care about 3 things: speed to heat, control once hot, and predictability over a full meal. Speed is there. Control is there because the burners respond quickly when I turn the knobs. Predictability has been the nice surprise. If I line up a set of chicken thighs over 2 burners on medium and keep the 3rd burner a touch lower to manage flare-ups, I can hit a cooked-through, juicy result without babysitting every second. The lid thermometer helps me avoid chasing temperatures. I can hold the mid-range for longer cooks or push above 400 degrees Fahrenheit for a quick dark sear, and then move the food to the warming rack to finish gently. Let me walk through a real use case. Sunday afternoon, I wanted to feed 4 adults with some leftovers for lunch the next day. I preheated the grill with the middle and right burners on medium-high and the left burner on low. That gave me a hot zone and a resting zone. I seasoned a pound of chicken thighs, shaped 6 burger patties, tossed zucchini and red onion with olive oil, and set corn on the cob to the side. When the thermometer on the lid sat just below the middle of the gauge, I laid the chicken over the hotter 2/3 and dropped the lid. After a few minutes I flipped, watched for fat drips, and nudged any flares by moving pieces to the lower heat side. The burgers went on next, right over the hot zone, and I used the left side warming rack to hold the first batch once they had a good crust. Vegetables went on last because they cook fast. With that setup, I cooked a full platter at once without chaos. The grill responded to every knob turn, the flame stayed steady in a light breeze, and I never had to chase a stubborn cold spot. When we sat down to eat, everything came off at the right time and nothing tasted scorched or steamed. On a weeknight, the experience is even more straightforward. I press and turn the ignition, wait a handful of minutes, toss on a couple of chicken breasts and some asparagus, and I am plating up shortly after. The cleanup has been manageable. There is a small drip pan under the burners that slides out, and it catches most of the grease. It is not very deep, so if you are cooking a lot of fatty food, do yourself a favor and empty it between sessions. Otherwise, you will get a messy buildup underneath. That is one of the weak spots. I would have liked a deeper or easier to access grease tray. It works, but it keeps me on top of maintenance more than I would like. Another limitation is storage. There is no full cabinet underneath the grill, so there is nowhere to stash a set of tongs, a brush, or a backup tank. I keep a small caddy off to the side, which solves it, but having a door and a little shelf would make the setup cleaner. Assembly is another area where you need patience. The diagrams are fine, but they are not detailed. Plan on taking your time and you will get there. The last thing I want to mention is wear over time. Affordable stainless steel can spot if it sits through rain. After a few sessions, I noticed a couple of small rust specks on minor parts. Nothing serious, but it tells me to keep it covered when I am not using it. A basic grill cover and a quick wipe down after a cook have kept it looking good. There are features here that genuinely make the experience better. The folding shelves might sound basic, but they are my favorite part. While I am cooking, I have room for a tray and a seasoning bowl on each side. When I am done, I drop both shelves, roll the grill into a corner, and I get my patio space back. The built-in thermometer saves me from the open the lid and lose the heat routine. The ignition system removes one more thing to juggle. Those small conveniences add up and make me more likely to grill on a Tuesday night instead of waiting for a weekend. For testing beyond the usual burgers and chicken, I tried a batch of marinated vegetables in a grill basket, and I did a 2-stage cook on a small tri-tip. I brought the grill to a medium-range heat, held that steady with the lid down, and then finished with a short blast on the hotter side to build a crust. The burners kept up without any drama, and I appreciated the way the grill transitions from gentle heat to high heat with a simple turn of the knobs. I also paid attention to how it handles wind and movement. I shifted the grill a few feet during a cook, and the wheels rolled smoothly without a wobble. A light breeze did not throw off the flame or make me micromanage the controls. If you are someone who likes to cook for 4 or 5 people, wants real working space while grilling, and needs a piece of gear that can squeeze into a small footprint afterward, this fits that role really well. It is not a fancy showpiece. It is a practical, dependable grill that prioritizes everyday cooking. Treat it with basic care, keep it covered, empty the drip pan, and it will reward you with quick meals and easy weekends. I would recommend the Mastercook 3-burner barbecue propane gas grill to anyone who wants a straightforward, compact grill with enough power and surface area to handle a family dinner or a small gathering. If you are new to grilling, the setup will not intimidate you. If you are experienced, the even heat and responsive burners will make you feel at home. If you can live with a smaller drip tray and no enclosed storage, you will get a lot of value out of this. If this video helped you, please subscribe to the channel, drop your questions or your own experience in the comments, and I will get back to you. Thank you for watching.